not for the first time, but I don't know how it looks. I don't know what it means exactly.
Oh, okay. So that's why I'm here. So don't worry. So now I'm sure we all identify that this is a sketch, right? This was done with pen on paper. Abi?
Yes, sir.
So what it means is that the feedback, the assignment that they gave you. Who remembers the assignment that we were given to do a research on a food feedback app? Is that the assignment you
Yes,
were given, right?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that means that once you are done with all of that, you are going to do this, right? Hope everyone knows that.
Yes, sir.
You will just
Yes, sir.
quickly sketch it on. You can get like 2 A4 paper or 3, and just draw portrait rectangles and just draw a couple of screens just to sketch down what exactly you are expecting to be inside the app, right? Good. So now we've gone through sketching. Basically, it's just you drawing out what your stuff is supposed to have. Then the next thing we are going to go into is the wireframing. Now, I'm going to go open my Figma for us, and I will show us. Okay, let me just. So if you go to your Figma, hello guys. If you go to your Figma, I'm sure low, low. We've already registered for Figma, right?
Yes, sir. We've
Yes,
registered.
sir.
Okay, good. So when you open your Figma, this is the first thing you will see, right? On your laptop, most especially. This is what you will see. This is what you will see. Now, if you scroll through some of the work options that you have there, some of the projects that are already there, right? You will see something called wireframing in Figma. I just want to use it to show us an example. It came with our Figma registration. So once you registered, Figma tried to show you what a wireframe looks like. So if you also go to your figma.com, to your dashboard, where all your projects are, if you click on, you will look for the file called wireframing in Figma. Now, once you click on it and open it, it will show you a particular wireframe. So that means someone has done their sketch and they've started doing it in Figma. So can we all see this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you see that it's basically almost similar to the sketch, right? It basically has not so much design on it. The person just laid out the things that they drew in their sketch. They laid it down, all the rectangles, I'm sure we all know that this is a picture. A picture is going to be here, right?
Yes, sir.
From the look of it, I'm sure we can all agree that a picture is going to be here, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So they are called placeholders, right? I'm sure when we're in school that year, all of us used to hold space for the girl that we like in school, where you keep one seat and you're saying, she's coming. Abi? Have you all had that experience before? When you're in school and someone is always keeping a seat for one girl and no every other person is standing up and the girl has not arrived. She has not even had her bath. She's still in the hostel.
Of course, sir. It's a normal experience.
Yes, sir.
Ehen, don't worry, I was one of them. I was one of them too.
Yes.
So basically, that is what this is, right? This is a placeholder. We are waiting for those pictures to come inside. Do you get? We are waiting for those texts to come inside. We are waiting for those videos. Like, see, for example, now this one too is a video placeholder. So if in your research and everything you realize that okay, people want to see a video of how to use your project. Say for example, it is an application for a car, maybe a BMW, right? And obviously it's a new car, 2020 version. A lot of people don't know how to use your car. So one of the things some people might love is this. The user manual, instead of having it as a physical copy, some might want to have it as a video, yes or no. So you can have a video in your app. But before you put the video, before the video is ready, you can add a video placeholder, right? So you are trying to tell yourself that, okay, fine. When the video is ready, where do you put the video? Who can answer that?
The video placeholder.
Exactly. So it's called a placeholder, right? So it's holding the space down for when the real design and prototyping happens. So this is called wireframing. It's called wireframing. You are just trying to design all the pages, all your screens one by one without so much design, the same way the sketch was. Can we all see this sketch again? The same way the sketch was is the same way your wireframing will look like. It is just more professional, right? So it's just a case of you laying out all. Can you all see this? Can we all see what a wireframe is?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can, sir.
Good. So now, say for example, it is a sign-up page you want to do. So you are just going to write it like this. You can see it hardly has any color. You can see it hardly has any color. It's just black and maybe one color to it. You can see it's just hardly having any color, any design, any nothing, right? So it is just a wireframe. It is not an heavy work. It is just for you to structure your work from sketch to prepare it for design. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So let me put it in perspective for us. You are just washing your rice before you put it inside water. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So for this class, I'm assuming that okay, I wanted to download something before I continue. So for this class, I'm assuming that I'm working on a property website, right? So I'm assuming that I'm working on a property website. So I want to show you a quick wireframe. I'm going to show you a quick wireframe of a property. So just imagine I'm a property company, right? So I put houses for rent for people. So if I want people living in Ikeja to come and rent my houses, right? I want them to come to my app to come and look for an apartment based on their pocket size, right? So that's what I want to wireframe, like 3 screens with the dashboard, right? That's what I want to do. So I want to show us a quick wireframe that you can easily just do. So let's just assume I've already done my sketch and I want to do the wireframe. Then from the wireframe, I will then add designs into it. I hope everyone understands that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good. So now, I'm sure we all know how to create a new design in Figma. Or should I go through it? Or we all know how to do that?
Go through it, sir. We know it. We know it already, sir.
Ah, okay. It's fine.
Go
Don't worry.
through it.
Go through
For
it. Go
reference
through it.
paper,
Go
please
through
go
it,
through it
sir.
again,
Yeah,
sir.
go through it
Don't
though.
worry. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Calm down. Guys, calm down. I understand you. That is why I asked. Right? I know some people would not have. So, and please let us all take note of this. This is a learning environment. Even though you know it, doesn't mean every other person knows it. And even if some people know it, they are not sure know exactly what they are doing. Do you get me? They are not sure of exactly if they know it thoroughly. So let's just have that space for others, right? We are trying to get better together, right? So everybody is going to learn this thing. So I'll just quickly go through Figma, how to create a new file. I'll just do like 3 wireframes or 4. Then I'll now put colors into it and put pictures into it so that we can all see some of the techniques that go into it, right? So that because I'm going to mention some quick techniques. Yeah, okay. Let's just do that. Don't worry. So, okay, the website is loading. Okay, good. So can we all see this plus button here?
Yes, sir.
Upright. That is where you create a new file.
Yes, sir.
Do you get me? Upright. That is where you create a new file. Once you're on your dashboard, upright is a plus sign. That is where you create a new file. Is that clear to everyone? Good. Now, so I'm going to quickly delete something from my workspace so that now. Okay, good. Now, once you come into Figma, fresh, new, you have absolutely nothing on your workspace. You have nothing there. It will just be like this. I hope that's clear to everyone. It will just be like this, right? It means it's waiting for you to start. So the first thing you need to do is you need to first create a workspace. What do you mean by a workspace? A workspace in UI design means what are you designing for? Are you designing for a phone? Are you designing for a website? Are you designing for a laptop? Are you designing for a watch? I hope that's clear to all of us.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes, sir.
getting clearer.
So you need to tell people, so, sir? Okay, good. So
You can hear you, sir. Continue, sir.
okay, so you need to tell Figma, what do you want to do today? Are you designing for an Android? Are you designing for an iPhone? Are you designing for a laptop website? Are you designing for a watch? Right, so good. So we are going to, can we all see the first two, the move to? Can we all
Yes,
see
sir.
next to it an hashtag icon? Can we all see an hashtag icon after it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now, can you click on the small arrow beside that hashtag icon? It will bring out an option. You see frame and you see slides, right? So what you need to do is you need to click on frame because you need to create a new frame, telling Figma exactly what I said. What do you want to do today? So I'm going to create a new frame. Now, once you click on frame, it's like nothing will happen, but look towards your right. You will see a couple of devices you can work for. Can you all see it?
Yes,
Phone.
sir.
You see phone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see desktop. You see watch. You see all of those things. So I'm just going to pick an iPhone. So I'll pick iPhone 11 Pro Max. I'll click on it. Once you click on it, a workspace will appear, right? So for every page you want to do, you are creating a new frame. And where is the frame? Who can tell me where it is?
It is on the
It's
workspace.
at the top,
It's in the canvas
That
area.
at the
that
top left.
hashtag.
Okay,
The
so
hashtag.
just say where the hashtag is, right? Because I like
Where
to
the
refer to things. I like to refer to things as they look like in my own eyes. So where the hashtag is where you create a new frame. So for splash screen, welcome screen, you create a new frame. For login, you create a new frame. For sign up, you create a new frame. For buy now, you create a new frame. For gallery, you create a new frame. So good. So I've created the first one, right? And from the sketch I showed us, I need to do my welcome screen, what have you. So I'm going to create placeholder for my logo first of all. So which is a circle. I'm going to draw a circle, right? By the way, once you are drawing all these things, hold shift down. It helps you have a uniform shape. When you are drawing all these objects, hold down shift just like you do in Photoshop. Hold down shift, it helps you have a uniform shape. If you don't hold down shift, you are going to have a very shapeless shape. Can you see it? So hold down shift while you are drawing. Good. So I'm going to just draw a circle and put it nicely, not too up, but just about here, right? So that is what my logo is going to be. So I'm going to just write logo. I hope everyone understands what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Your creating
Yes.
placeholder.
Yes, so I'm just going to make it a placeholder so that I know that once it's time for me to start designing, this is where I'll put my words.
Logo.
Logo.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, sorry, this is the splash screen. The logo has to be bigger. Sorry, so sorry. I forgot, completely forgot. So it's going to be in the middle, around here. Sorry, I forgot to. I've cautioned myself. Oh. The logo, this is the welcome screen. I completely forgot. So it's going to be in the middle here. Good. So now I've decided that this is my welcome screen. Now, what is the next thing for a property application? Now, you realize that if I'm running a property application, I will need to get people's phone numbers, right? Because apparently I'm a real estate agent. So that means I will need a registration page where people will drop in their email address and their phone number. So I can call them and say, okay, fine, come for visitation on Thursday, come for this on Friday. Do we get the logic? So most likely I might need to register. Or if you don't want people to register, it's also fine because for an app like this, you can also decide that, okay, fine, we don't want people to register. We want them to just open the app and go to the dashboard. But whenever they want to book a visitation or a visit, then they register. Do we get the logic?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Exactly. So it is two ways. Either I have it at the end, like when someone is okay with the property and the person is kind of committed and wants the place. But for me, I want people to register first because I know we have done an assignment on login and sign up. So I'm just going to do that for us. I want us to do login and sign up. So what do I do next? I create a new frame. And I click on the phone again, iPhone 11. Now, did you all notice that it came beside it by itself? Can you try it on your own? Do you see that my own,
Yes, sir.
a new screen came beside it by itself? Good. So now this is going to be my login or sign up page. So I'm going to draw my circle again, right? Because I want my logo to be on top again, but this time it's going to be smaller. So I'm going to put it here.
Sorry, sir. Can you come up again? How you created that new page?
Okay, good. Can you see the hashtag section in your Figma, sir? Hashtag, the thing that looks like an hashtag.
Yes, sir.
Good. Can you see there's one tiny arrow beside it? Click on that tiny arrow, sir. Now, you see frame. You see frame. Once you click on frame, some options will come in your right. Look at your right. That is options for phones that you are designing for, tablets that you are designing for, desktops that you are designing for. Do you get that, sir? So you pick what you are designing for. That's what you do there. And once you click on one of them, a new page will appear. All right, good. So yeah, so I'm going to do another placeholder again, right? Because this is where my logo is going to be. Right, good. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to do sign up and login button. Sign up and login button. Sign up and log. So an option for people to either choose to sign up or to log in. So I'm going to draw a rectangle. Before that, I need to make this a little bigger. Like I said, oh guys, remember this is a function of almost like design too. So you need to know that it is okay for you to readjust things. You don't have to think that everything is cast on stone. You can readjust things as much as you want if they don't feel right with you. Good. So I'm going to draw my rectangles to say login or sign up. So I'm going to just draw a small rectangle like this. Now, you need to be careful about sizes. This is one of the things I want to mention. Now, did you notice that as I'm drawing the rectangle, some figures are showing at the bottom?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. I don't know if I have a problem, but naturally, I like these figures to be rounded. So now, can you see that this thing is showing 226 by 44?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Now, can you look
Sir.
towards your right? Can you look towards your right? Can you see that there's a section called W and a section called H? That is where the measurement of this rectangle is. Now, me personally, I like my shapes having a particular round figure. I'm sure we all know what round figure is. Instead of saying 2005, I like to say 3000. Oh, sorry, instead of saying
Yes, sir.
2850, I like 3000. Instead of saying 3,100, I like 3,200. Instead of saying 3,115 naira, I like to say 3,002. So me personally, I don't like figures like this in my design. I like to round them up. Sometimes it is not good to round them up, but me, I like to. So I'm going to turn this to 230 by 50. Is that clear to everyone? So in the right,
Yes, sir. Yes.
where you see
Yes, sir.
W and H, you can change the figure manually or you draw it with your mouse. So I'm going to change mine to 50 and I'm going to change the width to 230. That way, I have a round figure. Now, here's the good thing about something like this. That means that anytime I need a rectangle like this, listen to me, that's why you still need your sketch paper. Anytime I need a rectangle like this, anywhere else in the design, what is going to be the shape? What is going to be the size?
230 by
30 by 50.
Exactly. Do you get the point? So even if I'm logging in with 230 by 50, if I want to pay or call an agent, the same size of the rectangle has to be uniform. You can't have 230 by 50 in the beginning, then be having 230 by 5 in the end. It will form a form of irregularity in your design. I hope that's clear.
Yes, sir.
I hope that's clear to everyone.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
So I've changed
Yes, sir.
I've changed my own to 230 by 50. So Good. So now, instead of drawing the same rectangle again, is it possible for you to draw the same rectangle and get the same exact size twice?
Yes, sir. Oh,
Huh? Who said yes?
It's possible.
yes,
You
sir. It's
use your
possible, sir.
hands to draw a rectangle and you get it twice the same way without using
No,
measurement.
no,
No.
I wanted to
It's
say,
possible,
show
sir,
me. I wanted to
but
say,
it
show me
take
the
a lot
baba.
of effort.
Yeah, it will take too much of effort. I wanted to say, show me the baba that did your own for you so that I can do my own too. Because, okay. So good. So instead of drawing this rectangle 2 times, I will press Ctrl D. Ctrl D is duplicate. Please write it down somewhere. Ctrl D is duplicate, like the name says, Ctrl D, D for duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate this rectangle and move it down so that I have 2 of it. Remember, we are writing login and we're writing sign up. Like I said, this is just a wireframe. We have not done the design yet. Good. So can you see now I have 2 rectangles?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. So
Yes,
I'm going
sir.
to write. Okay, good. Now, one of the things in design is this. You can't have these 2 boxes as the same color, right? So I'm going to make this one a lighter gray. I'm going to make it a lighter gray because they are not the same action. There's a difference between login and there's a difference between sign up. Do we all agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to write it there. Remember, all of these are just placeholders. All of these are just placeholders. Yeah. So I'm going to just write it there. Okay, can someone tell me one of the fonts they use for their work? Someone should give me their font so that we start adopting their fonts. Which font do you use in your Which font do you use in your style?
Muli. Muli.
Okay, I'm going to pick the person that said Lato because I think I have Lato. Oh wait, okay. Okay. So I'll just pick Molly because she's a lady.
Sorry, sir.
I'm going to pick
Does
Molly. Does what?
Figma, does it have all fonts, or can we download? Because I had issue. I wanted to use a particular font, but I didn't get it.
Okay. So I don't think it's not possible for Figma to have all the fonts in this life. You need to understand there are thousands and thousands of fonts in this world, right? So in the case of Figma, you can't install a font on it because it's a website. Do you understand that, sir? So you have to use one of the fonts that are present in your front. Do you get that, sir?
Yes, sir. I get it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Because I forgot about the font, that's why I asked before I move forward, so that I'll be adopting the font that, like I said, remember it's supposed to be a style guide, so it's supposed to guide you throughout your process. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Yes, sir.
So instead of typing login again, let me reduce the font size because it's too big. So instead of typing login again, what do? I just duplicate login, take it down, right, and write sign up. Then I can just make the sign up in bold. So instead of it being regular, I can make it bold. Right, I can make it bold. So just to differentiate the action. Sorry. Extra black. Okay, good. So now I have my logo, I have my login, I have my sign up. So I'm just going to write one more thing. In this page. I'm just going to write a property of afternoon class, right? Sometimes some companies like something like this, so I'm just adding a fizzy. To be honest, it's not compulsory. It's just me that is adding it. So I'm going to reduce the size. 17. This is size to 15 instead. Make it light. Then I'll reduce the color to light gray instead of black, so that it's not too obvious. Then brown. Okay, move it to the middle. Yeah, good. So guys, I've done my wireframe for my welcome screen and my login screen. Can you all see it? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I can see it, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Who can tell me what I'm supposed to do to log in and sign up after I'm ready to start designing? Who can tell me what I'm supposed to do to it?
I don't understand.
Who can guess what I'm supposed to do after the wireframe now? Like just these 2 pages. Who can tell me what I'm supposed to do afterwards?
I think it
Maybe the
should be
page 4 and the
Great.
I
page
think it's a
7.
prototype.
Okay, good. It is the prototype, but apart from being the prototype, I start putting the designs into it. What do I mean by designs? All the things in your style guide, you start using them. For example, your colors, do you get your font size, your everything, you start implementing it thoroughly into it. So if your call to action button is color green, then instead of making it gray, what do I change it to?
To the
Green.
color.
Green and good. Okay, good. Okay, good. I want to mention one thing. Do we all know how to create a rounded rectangle? A rectangle that has curved edges. As you can you all see that? Can you all see that my login and sign up buttons, they have sharp edges? Who knows
No,
how to?
sir.
Okay, who can tell me what do I do?
That place
Okay,
under
sir.
the heights, you just adjust it.
Okay, good. That's correct. So if you go to the H section in your right, in the design section, there's a curve corner radius there. There's a corner radius there, right? Good. Once you click on it and you change the figure, can you see that the rectangle is now curving now? Can you all see it?
Yes, sir. You can see it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So one of the decisions you have to make also in your style guide is to say, okay, fine. Do I want rounded rectangles or I want sharp edged rectangles? Now, personally for me, I prefer rounded rectangles because they make your work look, I don't know, easy to the eyes. Now, one thing, remember I told you there's something called consistency. Remember I told you that the size of my rectangle, I'm maintaining it, right? Now, what that means is that, can you see the radius of this rectangle, the figure that you change it to? I changed my own to 13. What it means is that all the rectangles in this design, they must be radius of 13. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All the edges in this design, all the radiuses must be curved at 13. For what sake? For uniformity's sake. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
I hope that's clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So now I'm done with page 1 and page 2. Now I want to create, so instead of doing login and sign up, I'm just going to do one of them. I'm just going to do login page. I'm just going to do login page next. So what do? I go to the hashtag section again. I click on frame. Then I click on another phone again. Can you see that another phone has appeared?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do in this page? I'm supposed to write all the login stuff. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Okay, good. Now, going back to the sketch, what are the things in the login page? Can we all see it?
The logo, email, password. Then there's an X button.
And so that X button means that X button is for remember password. Do you get?
Okay, sir. But sir,
Or
I have a
forgot
question,
or
sir.
something.
Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Naga.
okay. For the X, I guess we are going to indicate it forgot password because to me it actually looks more of a cancel, as in just standing alone.
Yes, yes. So the person probably did not write it, but it can mean a lot of things. But for me, because it's login page, we are going to say remember password. So that means that whenever the person is coming back into the app, they don't need to put their password. But note this, oh, please, if it's a financial app or something that is very valuable, that the information must not go out. Sometimes it's not advisable to use remember password. Do you get? Because that means that anybody can just carry your device and start opening it because you have clicked on forgot password. So you remember different apps, different products have different unique options for them. So I'm going to do my own email and password. Yeah. So, and as you can see from this design that the person sketched, can you see that the person did not use a box and put the email inside? The person used a line. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
You know, there are sometimes the email section, it is going to be a box. Then you are supposed to type into the box, right?
Yes, sir.
But can you see for this person now, the person has decided, I don't want to input inside a box. I want to input on top of a line. I'm sure you can see that those are design decisions. Are we
Yes, sir.
together? Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
So,
No hard rules, sir.
okay, good. So I'm going to go back into my next page. Um, so I don't want to draw this my logo placeholder 2 times. So I'm just going to copy it, click on the two of them, copy it and paste it. Is that clear? But I'm going to make it smaller a bit. I'm going to make it smaller a bit so that I can write email, password, and the rest. So the first thing I need to do is I need to draw my line. So can we all see where the rectangle tool is after the hashtag?
Yes, sir.
Can we all see where the rectangle tool is after the hashtag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So click on the small arrow beside the rectangle. You will see line 2 there. Click on the small arrow beside you. You will see line 2. Can we all see it? That's where you create your line, your arrow, your circle, what have you. So you click on line and you go on to draw your line. So please make sure the line is straight.
Sir, can
Maybe
you
and drag.
also draw your own shapes, like with that
Yes, you
line?
can. Like I said, this is my own sketch. So I'm converting my own sketch into a wireframe. For you, you don't have to because your own might be a box. Do you get that, sir?
All right, sir.
Hello, sir. All right, good. Now, do we all know how to align things? Like how to align, automatically align something to the middle?
Yeah, I'm sure, sir. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I think he's having a network issue. I think he'll be back.
Okay.
Hello, am I alone?
No, you're not alone now.
Thank you, my namesake, for responding.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you
Hello.
now.
You won't believe this. My network disconnected and I kept on talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Then I went back to check. I see my Wi-Fi has disconnected. So sorry guys. Hello.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm so sorry about that. So I'm going to share my screen again. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, can you see my screen again?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
good. I was talking about alignment, right? So another thing you need to notice is this: everything in a UI work, in a user interface work, it needs to be aligned. Do you get me? So do we all know alignment in Photoshop? All those buttons, the one that will help you to the middle, to the top. Do we all know them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the same thing applies to UI UX, right? There's alignment buttons. So you look towards your right in the design section. The first tools you will see is your alignment tools. So always try and align your work. So I'm going to align my own work to the center. I'm going to align my work to the center. But one thing I'm going to do is this. Now, this my stroke, the line, it is too dark. It is too dark. It doesn't have to be this dark, right? So those lines, yes, in UI, I call them dividers, right? They help you separate things in your design. Even in when you are designing graphics, right? You use these lines to help you separate things. Now, this line is supposed to divide email and password to show you that they are different things. Now, they are subtle dividers. I'm sure if you can all look at WhatsApp on your phone, can you all go to WhatsApp on your phone? Can you see that in the middle of your chat, there's a line dividing all the people you're chatting with? Just not entering a chat, all your chat list. Can you see that there's a line separating all your chats?
Yes, sir. A subtle line.
Exactly. Can you see that they are very light? They are not so dark.
Yeah, very subtle. Yes.
Exactly. They are not supposed to be shouting and screaming. Come and see me. No. What we need to be seen is email and password, not the line. The line is just supposed to help you separate things. Do you
I'm
get
not
that?
seeing your this is your
What?
screen. I'm not
Yes.
seeing your.
Is it everyone or just one person that can see my screen?
See your screen.
I can see your
Okay,
screen.
if you can't see my screen, sir, you might need to leave the meeting and come back again or
Okay,
something.
sir.
All right, sorry about that. So
Thank you.
I need to make my line light gray. I need to make my line light gray so that it is subtle. And now, another thing you need to take note of, things like a subtle line. So far as you are using a particular color as your line divider from the beginning, that is the same kind of line you will use throughout your design. Now, those of you that check your WhatsApp for those lines, can you go to your settings and see that is it the same kind of line that they used? Just check, just confirm. I mean by consistency, color, and thickness. Is it the same?
Yes, it's printing now.
Good. From your chart to your settings, all those elements have to be the same. So things like a line, things like shapes, things like boxes, calls to action, they're supposed to be uniform. You can't have a line that is color red here, and having another one that's color blue, and having another one that's color yellow, and having one that is thick, one that is slim. No. Any line that is supposed to be serve as a divider needs to be uniform. Good. So I've drawn my line. It is very subtle. It's just silent there. Then I'm just going to draw a text box and write email. Right? And write email. Now remember, always use the same fonts. Now, just like in Microsoft Word, I need to align my text to the left. Can we all go to the text region? Can you see an alignment tool? The one underneath auto. Can you see there's left, the center, and the right? Can you see my screen? Text align left, text align center, and text align right. Now, all of these things have to be uniform also. I always make example of WhatsApp because that one is easy for us to quickly check. Now, if you check your WhatsApp, what is the alignment of your chat list?
Left.
What?
Right, sir.
Left.
Right.
Your own is right.
It's left, sir.
Are you
It's
using
left.
GB WhatsApp?
Left.
He's probably using GB WhatsApp. Oh. Hey,
Even GB
that's
was
fine.
protect.
That's fine. So it is left alignment. Now, also you need to take notes. I need to use the same size of text that I used in login for email because I can't be using different. Because remember that when they taught us typography in our style guide, we had heading, right? We had subtitle, right? Then we had body. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So you need to maintain the
Yes,
same. You need to maintain the same text size for all of those things, right? Good. So I'm going to check login now. What was the size I use? I use regular. I use size 20. So I'm going to go to email and use size 20 also. Do it now. Then I place it on top of the line. So can we all see what I've done? Can you?
yes, sir.
Can you all see
No,
it?
sir. Repeat that last step, sir.
Sir?
Repeat that last step that you did.
Okay, so what I did was I need to maintain the same font size that I use because now, remember when you did your style guide, there are 3 categories of text, right? There's heading, there's subtitle, and there's body. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, my email and my login, they have to be the same font size. Why? Because they are both body text. That clear now, sir? So I just needed to check
Yes, sir.
login and see the font size I used. I used size 20. So I went to email and I changed it also to size 20. That's what I did. Then I placed it properly on top of my line.
Okay, sir.
Good. Now looking towards your left, can you see that all my pages have those things now? Like all the elements I've been drawing since are inside the layer section. Can you guys see that?
Yes, you can say it. You can say it.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now,
Yes, sir. Yes.
instead of drawing my line over and over again, I'm making mistake. I will just select line and email. Select line and email using shift. Same way you used to select 2 things in your Photoshop layers. Select line and email using shift. And what do I use to duplicate again? You can remind me.
Control D, sir.
Control D.
So I'm just going to
Control
press
D.
Ctrl D. Now, after pressing Ctrl D, sorry, I've not pressed it. Ctrl D. It's not duplicating. What's going on? Oh, okay. So apparently, it's not allowing me to select 2 at the same time and duplicating. So no problem. Duplicate them one by one. So email, duplicate. Then select
Mr. Toby.
Maga.
Might be because maybe the email and the line, maybe they are not grouped.
You put like you just taught me something I just remembered now. Yes, so that's correct. So I'm supposed to group email and the line together. Skip my mind. I'm supposed to group them. I was just wondering why it was not pressing. So who can tell me, who can guess what the shortcut for grouping is going to be?
Control G.
Okay, good. So if you press Ctrl G to turn to a group, right? Then you can then duplicate that group and move it down. Hello, can we all see what I'm doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Now I want to teach us something else. That see, one thing that is painful about this industry, about what we are doing here is this. It is a very frustrating thing that you are going to see. It's like you putting tissue paper on the table and you're making sure that the tissue paper is aligned. Do you know how frustrating that thing can be? Ordinary tissue paper. You're making sure that it is aligning properly. Ordinary this, ordinary that. Now, can we all see the space in between login and sign up? Can we all see this space in between login and sign up here?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, good. Now, it is only proper that I keep the same space in between email and password here. Do we understand it? Because your spacing has to be uniform. Now, again, go to WhatsApp. Can you all see the spacing that everything has is uniform? Go to your settings, go everywhere in your WhatsApp. Can you see that the spacing in between the text and the line divider is the same? Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what do? I will go to sign up and log in. I will group those rectangles together so that we'll be able to align them to the same. So just group, see what I'm doing. I grouped login and the rectangle together, and I group sign up and its own rectangle together. So you two should do your own so that I can show you what I'm doing. Can you see that in my left, I've grouped them? Guys, can you see that I've grouped them?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
3 and
Now,
4.
what you need to do is you need to select the bottom one. You need to select the bottom one,
Yes.
right? You need to select the bottom one. Now, start grouping them. Sorry, 1 second. What I easily just do so that I don't stress myself is I draw a rectangle. Are you with me? I draw a rectangle in between them. Like, you see that space? I draw a rectangle. Can you see what I did? I draw a rectangle. Hello? Is everyone with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. I see,
sir.
sir.
We can hear you.
Can you see that the rectangle is in between them? Can you see it?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, sir.
good. Go to your right. What is the height there?
41.
55 by 41. No, 41.
Good. Whatever that size
41
is,
right.
carry that same box, carry it over to your email section. Can you see what I'm doing? Carry it underneath that line in your email. Can you see it? Now, you should maintain that same space. Can you all see what I'm just doing now? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this box now is what you're going to be using for your spacing. So it's going to be your Tom and Jerry to be following you everywhere. That is my own policy. That is what I do. Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
So that I maintain the same
Yes.
space.
Very much so.
Remember, your own house doesn't have to be the same size with my own. That's why I said check your own. It is that box. You can see that I moved the box from login to the other page to measure it. So now that I've done that, I'll leave the box somewhere else and I will click on change the name of this one to password. Okay, good. So can we all see that now? I've done password. Now, what is the next thing I need to do based on this? I need to do the sign in button. I need to do the sign in button. And I also need to do the forgot password thing. Now, I'm sure we all know that forgot password cannot have the same size as this other spacing because it's too much. So the spacing for that one is going to be smaller. I'm just going to draw a small rectangle underneath password. I'm going to draw a small rectangle. It's going to be, a square. It has to be a perfect square. So I'm using 15 by 15. So I'm going to color it white. Remember, someone is supposed to click inside. Hello. I'm going to color it white. Who can tell me how I'm going to give it a stroke? Who can tell me how will I give it a stroke? This rectangle. Hello. Tell me how I'm going to give.
There's stroke on the right. There's stroke on the right side, sir.
There's stroke beneath the field.
Okay,
That's
fine.
it.
Thank you very much. So stroke beneath it. Now, can we all see that this rectangle now, where am I supposed to put it? I'm supposed to move it towards the left. Can you see everything is aligned here?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I'm going to go put it into a certain good space. Right now, can we all see that the stroke is too dark? What am I supposed to make the color of this box? What am I supposed to make it? It's supposed to share the same color with my sub-tool line. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, do we all know how to use eyedropper? Do we all know what eyedropper is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Eyedropper is the stuff that allows you to copy color from one place to another. So I want to copy the color from that line onto my small rectangle. So I'll click on that stroke. Can you see a color box in that stroke section? Here. Look at my mouse. Can you see the stroke section? This box.
Yes.
I click on it. Now, can you see this logo? This is the eyedropper. It will allow you copy color from somewhere. So I click on it and I'll take my mouse to where I want to color. So you see, I want to copy the color of my sub-tool line. I click on it. Can you see it has adopted that color?
Yes, sir.
That is what eyedropper does. Then I need to write for remember password. I need to write remember password. I'm going to go write it there. Remember password, which has to be a question. Now, is remember password supposed to share the same size with email and password?
No. It should be smaller.
No, sir.
People are intelligent in this class, so you put have a book. I'm angry. All right, so I'm going to reduce the size to about 13. No, it's still not enough, so I'll reduce it to about 10. Okay, good. Is this size enough?
Yes, sir.
Is this size small enough? Look at it. Look at the size. Look at the difference. Is this small enough? Okay, good.
Yes,
it is.
Good. Now, is remember password supposed to share the same color with password and email?
No, sir.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Why did you faint out?
It's supposed to be a little bit faint than password. Just a little bit faint than password. They shouldn't share the same color because the most important things here are email and password. You get me, sir? So they shouldn't share the same color. So I'm going to use eyedropper. Sorry, I'm going to use eyedropper to get this gray, but I'll make it dark a little. All right, good. So now, remember password is supposed to also be subtle there. It's supposed to also be subtle. It's not supposed to be too obvious. Is that clear, ladies and gentlemen? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Always remember to
Yes,
group
sir.
things. Always remember to group things based on their properties. Someone in your class intelligently reminded me. So please remember to group remember password and that box together. Ctrl G is what you use. All right, good. So now, what's the next thing here for us? What's the last thing we need to do in this login page?
I know.
Sign in.
Sign in and
Good. So what do? I just simply come and copy one of the buttons here. I simply come and copy. I don't need to do anything. Copy one of the buttons here and put it there because it's the same size. Yes or no?
Yes.
So I'll copy it, place it here. Now, remember what I told you about spacing. What do I do now? I will take down my box. Can you see this is my box? This is my Tom and Jerry. Who remembers my Tom and Jerry? I will use my Tom and Jerry to measure the spacing between remember password and the button. Do we understand?
Sir, what about the forget password?
Forgot password is going to be underneath. Do you get me, sir? If we are going to have the two of them, You know, it's not compulsory to have remember password, but it's compulsory to have forgot password, because what if the person has forgotten? So since I'm having remember password up, I'm going to have forgot password down. Do you get me, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So now that I've measured the spacing, thank you for reminding us. So the last thing we are going to do is we're going to write forgot password, which is a question. Forgot password. All right, good. So I'm going to change the font. It's too bold to regular. I'm going to make it smaller. Put the question mark there. Make it size 14 is fine. Good. So, yes, please.
I think it should have been login instead of sign up, sir.
No, I'm still going to change it though. I just copied the button. I've not changed the text. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
Sorry, those of you that know book, is login one word or is separated? It's separated.
It's one word.
It's one word.
It's one
It's
word.
one word.
Yes.
It's one word. One word.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. Now, one thing that I can use to draw attention to forgot password, because so that it is not totally forgotten, is this. I can underline it. So I can give it an underline. I don't know if there's underlining. Yes. So if you click on the text section, there's a 3 dots here, type details. That will give you more options. I will just click on decoration and underline forgot password, so that nobody will forget it. Then I'll make it semi-bold and reduce the size a little to about 13. So now, did you all understand what I just did now and how I did my wireframe?
Yes, sir.
Can you see that the consistency made everything look organized? We are not writing over and over again. What was the policy I was using to maintain consistency? I was just duplicating things.
And Tom and Jerry.
Exactly, Tom and Jerry. I like you, sir. So can you see that everything is looking well spaced out? And it is just a wireframe. There's no color. You can see there's no spice of color. There's no fancy anything. It is just a wireframe. Any questions up to this point?
Clear.
I'm with you, Manga. Any questions up to this point, please?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
I wanted to ask for that remember password. Is there like a measurement between the password line and then the remember password? Because the spacing is actually smaller.
Yeah. So you know that one, that remember password is a family member of password. So I can't give it the same spacing. So I just use my head to just give it a closer spacing. Do you get me, ma'am? I didn't give it the normal spacing we have been using because it is a family member of password. You remember? It is the same. Yeah, so that's why I moved it together, because they are one family.
Hi, sir.
Yes, my madam, I'm with you.
Talking about consistency for the button, is it going to be the same on just the page or on all pages?
On almost all the pages, except in special occasions. But it's all these things that we are writing it now. That's why we're going to write it from beginning to the end.
Okay. But in this place of the logo can change. It's not necessarily
Yes. The logo can change sometimes. It's not every time. Like now, if you're in your dashboard section and all of that, right? The logo will not be changing like that. It's not as if you just be changing. And it's not everywhere that you put your logo. Hope you know that. I'm sure you know that inside WhatsApp now, the logo is not even there itself. Inside the app itself. So usually a lot of times inside a particular app or inside whatever it is you are designing, the logo is usually not everywhere. It's always in the beginning stages when they are onboarding you.
Okay.
I also want to hope we all know that this whole thing that we're doing is just an onboarding. When you are onboarding a new client, you are getting their information. That's what this is. Right? But did you all get it up to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So what I want to do is in the next 30 minutes, I want to quickly color everything so that we give it life. Do we agree on that? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Hello, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay, good. So I
Yes,
just want to
sir.
quickly put the logo where it's supposed to be. I want to quickly put the logo where it's supposed to be and change the colors of the buttons so that we can see how we move from wireframe into prototype. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So starting from the welcome screen, I'm going to put my logo. Starting from the welcome screen, I'm going to put my logo into my work. Can we all see the logo? So can you see I've replaced it?
Yes, sir.
So what it means is that I'm going to delete the stuff that was behind it. Are you with me? I've deleted that one. So I've put the logo in where it is supposed to be. Do you understand now? And what is that place called? It was a placeholder. So it was holding space for the logo. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well,
Okay, good.
Yes.
Then I'll copy the logo again. And I'm supposed to put it on the second page, right? I'm supposed to put it on the second page. So I'll paste it on the second page. But remember, we are making it just a little bit smaller. Just like this is fine. That means I'm going to delete the logo placeholder again. Can we all see that it's already having color and life?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Then, so this is a tricky one. Okay, so I've not decided my color palette, so I'm going to decide my color palette now. And I always like to use my Tom and Jerry to do that. So I'm going to change the color of my Tom and Jerry to decide what colors of purple I'm going to use. So I'm going to use that eyedropper. Remember, this is just a class example for you guys now. I'm sure you guys already have your own style guide, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so me, I'm quickly using scope to quickly do my own. People will not say the lecturer did not have style guide. So I'm going to also have, so can you see that here? I'm already creating my own color guide. Can you see it here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then what else can I use? Okay, so the first things first, I want to turn sign up into purple. Because I think I really like that purple. So since it's purple, I'm going to change the text to white. I'm going to change my text to white. I'm sure we all know black cannot stay on purple, dark purple, right?
Yes, sir. There's no contrast.
Fantastic. Thank you for that answer, sir. Now, what do we think? Is it coming to life?
Okay.
Guys, is it coming to life?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, sir, it is.
Yes, it is.
Is it looking nice?
Yes, sir. It's not like black and white again.
It's not just black and white anymore. We are starting to add all those fancy things inside. Good. Now, I'm going to turn this. I don't want it to be gray. I want it to be purple also. So I'm just going to make this purple also. I'm sure we all know the tool I'm using for consistency. I'm just copying the color. Can you see that? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, the login. Should I make it black or I should turn it purple? I don't know.
Let's use the yellow now.
No, I don't want to use the yellow. You see, so here's the thing.
Sir.
It's only
Make the purple a bit lighter. Make the purple a bit lighter.
Okay, I should make the purple in sign up a little bit lighter, Abi.
Yes, sir.
I like your inputs. You are very intelligent in this class. I'm just gonna make it a little bit lighter. How about now?
So I think I wanted to say something concerning the yellow that someone suggested.
Yes. So I should use login as yellow, Abi.
No. I didn't say yellow. I think you want when someone suggested yellow, you wanted to say something about it.
Okay, yes. Now, so here's the thing. The choice of using yellow, it now depends on who is designing. Because truthfully, me, anytime I'm using colors, I'm always trying to play safe. Now, if I use that yellow, it is not a color that I'm ready to sacrifice and be using everywhere. That is why I'm not starting to use it. You can see I'm running away from it. Because I'm not ready to start using yellow inside my design. Because number one, purple is a royal color. It brings more trust. People trust you. But yellow is fancy. It's playful. We mean business here. That is why I'm running away from yellow. That is my own personal judgment. Now, for you, you might decide that you prefer the yellow. Now, it also is possible that the people that you did research for also said, we like yellow. If the app can have yellow, that's also fine. You get me? But me, I'm running away from it. Is that clear, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Very clear, sir.
All right, fantastic. So the next thing we are going to do is this. So I'm going to copy the logo again and put it in the login page here so that I can, do the needful. So I'm going to make sure that I delete. Remember, always delete the placeholders away. Always delete them. You don't need them anymore. Always delete your placeholders away. All right, good. So I'm just going to make the login white. I'm going to make it white.
Please, sir, I have a question.
Okay, ma'am. I'm with you.
Yes, sir. So how did you make the logo fit in a circle? Like the way if you want to frame the logo in a circle or a rectangle, how will you be able to do that? Because when I just brought in the logo, it's not, I want it to fit in a circle.
Okay. I hope you can see my screen, Sha. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
So the logo I use for practice in this class is actually in a circle by itself. So no be medium.
Okay.
But if you then want to put your own inside a circle, say for example, you have a logo you are trying to put in a circle. I will show you how to quickly do that now. It's not so difficult. So let me look for a logo that I can use quickly to show you that example. Okay, so I'm going to download this. Sorry, I'm going to download this. Logo is not clear. Wait. Yeah. Sorry, 1 second. I'm looking for one that will work. Okay. I'm going to download this. Can you see my screen? This one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can see this one is not in a circle, it's a rectangle. So now I've downloaded it. So I'll bring it into my design. Hello guys, can we see it?
Yes, sir.
Can we all see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, this thing I want to teach you now is something you're going to be using every time. You know why? You know that sometimes you want to put a picture inside a circle. Sometimes you want to put a picture inside a rectangle. Do you all realize that?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, it is the same thing you do here that you do for all those ones too. So you learn this one now. You have learned it. Finish. Now, I have my picture here. Can you see it? In layer section, can you see it's also there? Good. Now, underneath that picture, underneath it, so you must make sure that your circle comes underneath the picture. So I'm going to draw my circle first of all. Remember I told you guys once you are drawing a shape and you want it to be uniform, hold down shift. So I'm going to draw. So can you see my circle? Can you see that I'm drawing my circle?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now I want that logo to come inside the circle. Abi, that was your question.
Yes, sir.
So you need to go to the left, that layer section, and make sure that the circle is underneath the picture. So you carry it underneath it. So that means the picture must be covering it. Have you done that, man?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, once you have done that, you use shift to select the two of them in the layer section. Use shift to select the two of them. Once you select it, you see that it has activated the two of them like this. Can you see it? It activate the two of them like this. Use shift to select the two of them. It should be highlighted in blue. Have you done that, man?
Yes, sir.
Good. Once you do that, you right click or option click. Right click or option click on any of them. Then you say use as mask. You see an option called use as mask. Can you see it on my own?
Yes, I can see it.
What that button means is that the picture is entering into the circle. So if you click on it, it will enter it.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Ma?
Please, sir, come again. My system died. I had to connect with my phone. I didn't get the frame part.
The what?
The frame, the circle shape of it.
The second what?
As in the circle, how you put the logo into a
Logo
circle
inside.
shape.
Okay, good. So I said number one, you need your logo, Abi. See it. Can you see it is there? Number two, you need to draw a circle. Can you see that my circle is now here? Abi? Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Now, the next thing you need to do is this. In your layer section on your left, you need to make sure that your circle is underneath your picture. Can you see? Look at my left. Can you see what I'm trying to do? My circle has to be underneath the picture. So that means the picture is covering the circle.
Okay,
right?
sir.
You must have resized it properly. You must have resized the picture to be able to enter into the circle. Now, once you have done that, you need to hold shift to select the two of them. That is your picture and your circle. Use shift to hold them as if you want to copy a film. Use shift to hold them together. Use shift to hold the two of them. Now, after you've held it, can you see that my own now? It is highlighting both of them in blue. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Good. Once that's highlighted the two of them in blue, right click in that layer section on it. Right click on it or option click on it. Once the option click on it, a menu will come out. Can you see the one called use as mask?
Yes, I can see it.
Now, click on that use as mask. The picture will enter into the circle.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, good. So, yeah. So, can we... Yes, ma'am.
Can we also do this in Photoshop?
Can you also do what?
Do this, putting the picture inside the frame in Photoshop.
It is possible,
Like
ma'am,
this.
but we are doing user interface here, so we are using Figma.
Okay,
but it's also possible. The same way I told you to do it here is the same way you do it in Photoshop. It's the same thing.
All right, thanks, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, how did you import the logo into this place?
I just dragged and dropped it. So can you see my screen? This is my own downloads. Sorry, I use an Apple laptop, but this is my own downloads now. So if it's your own system too, just drag and drop. Just drag and drop anyhow. It will enter.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, good. So now, as everyone see now, we went from wireframe, black and white, to color now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Any questions up to this point?
Excuse me, sir.
Malga, I'm with you.
Okay, sir. Okay. For example, I think we have 3 frames already, right, sir?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So probably the logo on frame 3, if I was trying to like make it align with the one on frame 2, is there a way to do that properly? Like, okay, something like that. To
Yes.
like
So
so
you
that
select the first one and select the second one. Make sure they're selected like this using Shift. Then you see these alignment things, and I align it. This one. Are you with me? You select
yes,
them.
sir. Yes.
So there's one that is called align vertical centers. It is the third to the last. Align vertical centers. That's the one that will allow you to balance them on a plane, like a ruler. Like a carpenter trying to balance block. A bricklayer trying to balance block. You get?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, please come again, please.
So he said he's trying to align, say for example, this one is up like this, and this one is down. Can you see them? But he wants to align the two of them together. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So I said you should select the first one, then hold on Shift and select the second one.
Okay.
Can you see that I've selected the two of them? Hello, then you should use one of the alignment tools here. Can you see my mouse here?
Yes, sir.
These are
Yes,
where
sir.
you align. So they help you align each other. So the third to the last one,
Okay.
it is called align vertical centers.
Okay, sir. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So now we've gone from wireframe to our prototype. So we went from black and white to what our product is supposed to look like. Do you get it now?
Excuse me, sir. Please, I'm having a question, sir.
Okay, continue. Yeah.
Now, the third frame that we have, where we have password, sir. You know,
I can't hear you properly.
On the third frame where we have the remember password, sir.
Yes.
You know, on a normal day, let's say the app is finished now, and someone clicked it, there's going to be like a mark, like inside the rectangle, that square that we provided there.
Yes.
Are we the one that will do that, or the developer?
It is 2 ways. You can do it. I mean, yes. It's also good to do. Okay, you're asking how we do it, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you click on line. So you are going to draw a line, just a normal line, but you are drawing one line instead of 2. But you duplicate to the one that I drew. So you zoom in. Can you see that I'm zooming in? I'm zooming in because I want to see what I'm doing properly. Can you see it?
Okay.
Good. Now you zoom in into the box, then you draw the line in 45 degrees. Remember, 45 degrees like this. See. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, once you have drawn the first line, you need to make sure it is the same color with, you know what I mean? Right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, what you just do is you select that line.
Okay.
Wait, before I continue, I want to see the mirror. Okay, no problem. There is no problem. Okay, so you duplicate that line. Now there are two of them. Then go to your right. Can you see under W? There's something called rotation. That's
yes, sir.
So you rotate it.
Okay.
But we're supposed to use what's it called? Sorry, hold on.
Sir, can't we just download the icon and drop it there?
Now, wow, you put like downloading a lot too.
No time now. Time no good.
Well, I understand you, but you can also do it yourself.
Or probably use the pencil.
Eh?
Like, can't
Hello,
use the
sir.
pencil.
Can't you what?
Use the pencil.
You can also use pen 2. You can also use line 2. It no matter. Anyone will work. No be one way enter market, sir.
Instead, use a plus.
Same thing, sir.
Hello?
You can also draw a plus and rotate it by 45 degrees. Anyone that works. Remember, so far as you solve the problem and it works, that's fine. All right, guys. So up to this point, do we have any questions?
Sir, I'm having another question, sir.
All right, I'm with you.
When we want to begin the frame, we are choosing we choose iPhone 11 Pro Max.
You don't compulsorily have to choose iPhone 11. You choose what exactly you are working on. So if you are working on a website.
Question is let's now say if I didn't hear what you say, sir.
I said you will choose based on the project you are working on.
And now my question is, leader, let's now say I want to a normal app like this. I now choose iPhone 11 Pro Max on my design. Does that mean after the app is done, it's not going to work on other phone? It's going to be it's going to work only for 11 Pro Max. So how are we going to do it in such a way that it can work for maybe all iPhones on the likes like that?
Okay. So now, I'm looking for the best way to answer this your question. So there's something called responsiveness in design. Now,
okay, sir.
Frankly speaking, iPhones have their categories, Android have their categories, then there's web. Right? Those are the 3 popular platforms we design for: Android, iPhone, and websites. I'm sure you know that, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, frankly speaking, once you've designed for, say, an example, iPhone 6, and you're trying to design for something else, if you resize it using all these tools, like just normal resize, can you see to resize? Like, an iPhone 6 is smaller than an iPhone 11.
Yes, sir. It's precise.
So even if you make it smaller, right? All the elements are supposed to shrink. The only thing you need to change is the font size. Okay. But really, once you design for one, you've designed for that particular ecosystem. So if you design for one iPhone, right, you've designed for most of it. The only difference is that the upper section of an iPhone 11, you need to take it into consideration. That is all. We are not saying you should not start designing for iPhone 4. You design for iPhone 5. You design for iPhone 6. You design for iPhone 7. You design for iPhone 8. You design for iPhone 9. You design for no. You don't have to do that. They are in the same ecosystem. Also for Android, the same. Also for laptops. Do we get that, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You will just have to take consideration on the special things that app has. So you work with the programmers on that. So if, like now, for example, S10, if the camera of S10 is on top of the screen.
Yes.
I'm sure you know that. So because of where they place the screen, you can't put anything designed. So let me give you an example of what I mean. If this is an S10, the S10 camera is here. Can you look at my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
The S10 camera is somewhere around here. I'm sure we all know that, right?
Yes.
So what that means is that whatever you are designing, all you and your programmer will just take into consideration that here for S10, there's going to be a camera. So whatever it is we are designing, nothing must show up here. We can either move it to the right or to the left for S10. Doesn't mean you now start designing the whole thing for S10 alone. No. All you guys just do is shift some of those features and move them away from where the obstruction is.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So, yeah. One more question before we go on break.
Yes, sir. Please, I have a question. All right, sir. So for the background, let's assume we want to give the background of that first page a color. And it should be more like a gradient type of color. So that way, when they launch the app, it shows the logo, but it doesn't have a white background. You know, it gives you this background, unique color gradient in a gradient way. So I know that, okay, I know how to fix color for the page, but how do you make it look like a gradient? Like different, it shows this sharp part and then the color changes a bit. That kind of thing.
Okay, so if I get you, man, you want to make this page a gradient from purple to like another color or something.
Exactly. Maybe from the darker shade of purple to a lighter shade of purple. Or it should have that yellow, purple and yellow as the background. Or just something else so that the logo comes out well.
Okay. Okay. Okay, no problem. So the first thing you need to do is you need to first draw a rectangle underneath your logo first. That one is very, very important. Do you get me? Are you with me, ma?
Yes, sir. So you draw a rectangle over it.
Under. So you make sure that the rectangle is underneath your logo like this.
Okay.
Then you click on your rectangle, right? You click on your rectangle. Can you see fill?
Yes.
Good. You click on it. Now, can you see where they wrote solid?
Yes, I can.
Solid means one color. So you want to turn it into two, right? So you can change it to, like, let's say linear.
Okay.
Now, that linear means you want two colors, right? So you change this one to another color, then you click on the second one and you change it to another color. It's not applying. Okay. Sorry, hold on 1 second. You gave the wrong one a color. So can you see selection colors in your own?
I'm not.
After you click on radial, after you click on it, after you click on radial or linear, can you see that? Like after giving it a color,
Yeah.
is it changing in yours? Like mine, like change it from solid to linear.
Yes, I've done that. It's on linear.
Is it changing? Like you see two boxes on top. Is your own showing like my own? I changed it from solid to linear.
Yes, my own is on linear now.
Okay, good. Is it? Can you see two boxes like this? This one here.
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, good. Now, once you click on one of them and you change the color, is it changing?
Yes, it is.
Okay, fine. So that is how you draw the first one, the first color. So you said deep purple, Abby?
Yes.
So that's our deep purple. Then we go to the second one. So we go to the second one.
Okay.
So now underneath, there's a place underneath the eyedropper. You see the transparency of the second one is on 0. So you need to switch it to 100. See here.
Okay. 100. All right.
Good. Then this is what we mean, Abby.
Yes, it is. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir, please come again, sir. Please come again.
Sir, did you disappear quickly?
Hello, sir. Mr. Toby, sir.
I said the first thing you need to do is to draw a rectangle underneath the logo. Draw a rectangle. Can you see it's underneath the logo?
Yes, sir.
Draw a rectangle underneath the logo. Now, once you draw it, sorry, 1 second. Make sure your rectangle is underneath your logo, right? Then go to fill, go to fill, go to fill, and change the first section. You see solid on top. Change it from solid to linear. Then you see 2 boxes. Are you with me, sir? You see 2 boxes like this. Change it from solid to linear. Then you see 2 boxes like this. So those 2 boxes, you'll be able to change the colors of each, like 2 colors or whatever many colors you want to use. And the second box is always transparent. So you click on the second box. There's a transparency side of it under here. See it. You just make sure that both transparency are up to 100, not 0. Are you with me, sir? It should change for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so it's 3 o'clock. We need to go for break now and come back. It's 3 o'clock. We need to go for break now and come back. I hope that's clear to everyone. So go for break, come back 3:15. Hello.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, sir.
This is not question time. I said go for break and come back 3:15. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
15 minutes. Now I go chop a beg.
It shall finish back.
Hi.
Hello.
Alpha, have we started?
I'm back.
All right, thanks.
Guys.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Free 600 years up for grabs. Why not? All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is, since my application is a real estate app, I'm just going to design one more screen showing like a dashboard after someone has logged in. Right. I'm just going to show one more screen after someone has logged in. I'm just going to do something off my head, so that at least we can just show you guys how to use Figma more and all of that. I hope everyone can hear me.
Yes, sir, we can
Yes,
hear
sir.
you.
Yes.
Good. So I'm going to share my screen again. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can see your screen, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so quickly, I'm going to try and do this in like 10-15 minutes so that we can ask questions again, then we call it a day. So quickly, now we know from here, after someone has logged in, what happens? The person will enter the platform, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to create a new frame. Yeah, I'm just going to create a new frame. So it's showing my dashboard. It's going to be showing my dashboard. So first things first, I want to personalize the dashboard, meaning I want to welcome the person. Now, I don't want it to be abstract and the person will just enter and start. No. So see how I'm going to make it welcoming. Just a design strategy I like to use because I like to welcome people into things. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rectangle at the top. Now, that rectangle, I'm going to draw the bottom is going to have radius. Can we see what I just did? Here. I will see it.
Yes, sir.
I just gave, remember that my rectangle in the beginning, the radius was 13. Who remembers?
Yes, we do, sir. I do.
Remember, sir.
Okay, good. So I'm going to just draw a rectangle.
Yes, sir, I remember.
But here's the thing. I want to color it white. But I want to give it a shadow because it is a category on its own. So there's something I want to put there. That is why I want to give it a shadow. There's something I want to put there. That's why I want to give it a shadow. So I'm going to go to effects. Can we all see effect on our right? I'll click on effects. Now, drop shadow is already there. Can you start already giving it a shadow?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, what it means is this. Either I use the shadow that Figma already gave me, or I can customize my own. So to customize it, can you all see the sunlight on the left of drop shadow? That sunlight. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
That's how you do the settings. So I'm going to reduce the transparency a bit. I'm going to reduce it too much. Right, then 10% is fine. Then I'm going to increase the blur to about 10. I'm good. No, sorry, 15 is okay. The blur means how wide the shadow is. Do you get? Blur means how wide the shadow is. Spread means how much shadow are you putting. Then X and Y axis means is it going to the left, right, bottom, or so on your own. You can also play with the shadow settings. So sometimes you might need the shadow to add some sense of depth to what you are doing. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Good. And as you can all see, can you see that it has given that my rectangle a sense of depth? Can you all see it?
Yes, you can see it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So the first thing I want to write is I want to say, what's the name of the class rep in this class?
Raymond, sir.
Raymond. Okay, so I'm just going to say,
Stevie.
hi, Raymond. So that whenever he opens the app, the first thing he's going to see is his name. But I'm not going to make it, I'm going to make it light and I'm going to make it small. Yeah, I'm going to make it small, about 16. Right, then I'm going to centralize it to the left. Right, then I will just put it around here. Oh, middle is too much. So I'll put it around here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is this. How many of us use Twitter properly? If you know you use Twitter well, you know there's a profile circle. Yes, please. There's a profile circle. There's a circle for profile in Twitter. There's a circle for profile in Twitter where it will show your profile picture and all of that. So that's the section for people to always be able to click and change their profile settings. I'm sure are we all aware of what I'm trying to say? That
Of
place where
course,
your
sir.
picture will stay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
So
sir.
let's just put it there to say. So let's just put there so that when Raymond logs in, he knows that he's either supposed to change his profile picture or to put an Raymond. Now, it's a real estate app. So the first thing I want to say is hi Raymond. So it's a sentence. I want to make the welcome thing a sentence. So I'm going to ask him a question. Hi Raymond, where do you want to live or something? Are you the same? So I'm just going to say, where would you live? Right? And I'm going to make this bold because that's the whole point.
Please, your screen is frozen.
Hello, guys. Do you all understand what I'm doing?
Your screen
Your skin is frozen.
Your screen is frozen.
Yes, please.
Your screen is frozen, sir.
My screen is frozen. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me stop presenting and present again. Is it showing now?
Yes, it's showing, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So, good. So I'm making the beginning of my app a sentence format. I'm asking Raymond, where would you like to live? Do you all understand that sentence?
Yes, sir.
Good. So I'm not going to drop a search bar there. Does it make sense to us? So you can see that I've asked him a question and I want him to
Absolutely.
search.
Yes, sir.
Do you want Ikeja? Do you want Lagos? Do you want all of that? Do you get that?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm going to use this. I'm just going to copy login. I'll copy login. Put it there. I'll copy login, put it around here. Drag it a
It's frozen again,
little.
sir.
Then
You can't see us.
The screen is frozen again, sir.
is it frozen for everyone or just what's going on?
It's frozen, sir.
It's frozen here too, sir.
Again, sorry, I don't. No problem. I said I've stopped sharing and I want to share again. You get? How about now?
We can
Yes,
see it
sir.
now.
It's moving now.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So I said I copied the login. Do you remember this login button? Remember I told you consistency. All I did was I copied it, pasted it here, but I made it a little bit wider, right? I made it a little wider. I'm going to say search here. I'm just going to reduce the size of this and make this a little lighter. I hope you all understand what I'm doing, Sha.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we said so.
It's like you're
Then,
trying to make.
okay, good. Then I'm trying to make a search bar. A search bar. I'm doing a search bar. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'm making a search bar. Now, who can tell me why I made the search? Who can just explain to me quickly? Why did I make the search gray? Can you see it? Why did I make it soft?
Because, sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
I think the reason is because it will be a search box and people will like want to type on it. So when the search is
Exactly. So I don't want it to compete with where would you like to live, and people will know that they're supposed to press it and put something into it. So I'm going to download a search bar. How many of us know what an SVG is?
Scalable vector graphics.
Yeah, scalable vector graphics, sir.
Have we ever heard it before this class, or we heard it in this class?
Mr. Dio
Yeah.
told us.
Mr. Dayo taught us.
Okay, good. So SVG, you know those icons. I'm sure Mrs. Grace mentioned icons to us in our style guide, right?
No.
For our style guide,
Yes.
Mrs. Grace must have mentioned icons to us, that you need icons in your designs, right?
Partially.
Yeah, of course. Yes, yes, yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Partially. She mentioned it partially.
Okay, good. So now those icons are called SVGs. You know why they're called SVGs? Because, like they said, it's called scalable vector graphics. So they are graphics that can reduce the size and change the color anywhere. Whether you put them inside Photoshop, whether you put them inside Figma, you can change the color of them. Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do, sir.
Good. So I'm going to now. I need I'm sure we all know I need a search icon, Abi. I need a search icon to make this complete, Abi. Yes, search icon.
Yes, sir.
I need it, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to go on Google and search for search icon SVG. Remember, all those icons, you need them in SVG. You don't need them in PNG. I don't know if I'm communicating. It's only when it is SVG that you can change the color. You need them in SVG, especially for Figma. You need them in SVG. That means scalable vector graphics, right? So those SVGs, you can change the color in Figma. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to search for search icon SVG. Like I said, that's what I'm going to search for. Search icon SVG. Remember, I know this thing might be frustrating, but this thing is just like construction. You'll be constructing from top to bottom. I'm sure you can all see how precise we are trying to be. So it's like construction. You construct from top to bottom. So I'm looking for an SVG I think I like this one. Now, remember, your icons must have a style, a sense of thickness. So if you are using a particular kind of thickness for your icons, you must maintain that thickness throughout. Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Consistency.
Exactly, sir. Consistency, consistency, consistency. So if your search icon looks in a kind of way, then every other icon must look a particular kind of way. I don't know what's wrong with this network. Sorry. Oof. Since that rain fell yesterday, network over here where I am has been terrible. Did rain fall in you people's places yesterday?
Heavily, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes,
Anybody else that is not from Lagos?
Aye.
Yes, sir. Oshun.
Yes, sir. I'm
Abuja.
from Ikorodu.
You're from Ikorodu.
Ikorodu.
Thank God you said you're not from Lagos. Thank you for being truthful to yourself. Who else is not from Lagos here? That is in another state or in another country?
Oshun.
I'm from
Oshun.
FCT.
Someone from Abuja. Wow.
Your state.
Yeah.
Who is that?
Thomas.
From
Abuja.
Oh wow, that's nice. That's nice. That's very, very nice. We are global, child.
Oshun State. It drizzled a little.
Yes,
Osun State. Oh, I schooled in Osun State actually.
Wow, nice.
I schooled in.
It's sunny over here. Weather is hot.
Do you know Redeemers University, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had a cousin that went there.
Yes.
It's not far from my house.
Wow.
I stay in Ofatedo.
Fantastic. That's interesting. While we wait for this thing to load. Network, it is Nigeria, eh?
Okay,
That will
sir.
shame somebody.
Why wait for that one to load?
This way.
Hello, sir.
Now they want me to register. Now, wow.
Okay, while we wait for that one
Yes,
to load,
Noga.
he said the icons have to have a consistent thickness. But since we are not designing them, how do we ensure that? Or you still talk about that, sir?
Yes, so there's something I'm going to mention quickly now. I'm going to mention something for you quickly now. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, so can you just look at this screen now? Can you just see my screen?
Gear up your team.
Now, okay, good. Can you see that all of these are the same kind of action, but can you see that they have different styles? Can you see that they're in different rows? Look from top to bottom. Can you see that the rows, they look similar?
Yes, sir.
And different at the same time. Now, you need to pick a particular style. Every kind of icon has its own particular style. So you just need to maintain that style. Now, if you want an icon that looks like, see, you know, there's this search bar now. It is transparent inside, Abby.
Yes, sir.
But see this one now. Is it transparent inside?
No, sir, no.
Good. What that means is that if you start using an icon that has a field that is not empty inside, it means all your icons in that project must be like this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Not just the
But
search
if
icon.
what?
Not just the search icon.
Not just the search icon, everything plus Facebook. Okay, see search icon alone. Now let me search for Facebook for you, so that in case you want to add your company's Facebook, you get what I mean. You will see that Facebook alone has its own different style of icons. Can you see? Can you see the one that has nothing inside now? Can you see this one resembles our search icon? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
But look at this one that has color. Does it not resemble that search icon that has color inside?
Yes, sir.
So is either you choose this type, or you choose this type, or you choose this type. But the consistency has to be there. You can't use Facebook like this and then come and use Instagram like this. That's what I mean. Do you get?
Yes, sir.
So you need to maintain that icon style. All right, good.
But sir,
Yes, please.
I didn't know it was as strict as this. I mean, I thought, okay, Facebook, can we just, because if we use the search icon without a fill, looks better, but the Facebook icon with a fill looks better too. So can we just, okay, for social media icons, we should adapt the ones that have fill. Then for other icons, or does it have to be very, very strict?
Okay, you know what? The truth is that you have to try as much as possible to be as strict as you can, because it will look weird if you are using different kinds of icons. One is full, one is not full. Do you get it? If you are fat, be fat. If you are thin, be thin. You can't be fat
Okay.
from your head to your waist and be thin from your waist down to your leg.
Sir, yes, sir.
And it's strict, I know. So now that I've downloaded it, can you guys see that it's in my downloads? Can you guys see it?
Yes, sir.
I drag and drop it into my work. Now, if you notice, because it's SVG, can you see that I can change the color? Can you guys see that?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So I'm going to make it the same color as search. So I'm going to use eyedropper to copy the color. Why? Consistency. This thing is strict. It's like there's someone monitoring you. Yes, I know. So I'm going to reduce the size and put it inside my search bar. Good. So now my search bar is complete. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then I need a divider, because I want to now start showcasing properties. So after this now, I want people to search, but I want to start, like I want to do some cards and showcase some properties like in Bagada, in Kano, in Abuja, so that kind of thing. So I'm going to copy my line here. I'll copy my line here so that I don't stress myself with consistency, right? And I paste it. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, what does this line signify?
Another section.
Exactly. So that means search has ended. Now, I want to showcase other things. Do you get it now? So that means that I have something else to show underneath search. Are you with me? I hope everyone is understanding what I'm doing.
Yes.
Of course, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, 1 second. I need to group my search. Okay, good. So now I'm going to create. Now let's go back to the sketch. Can you see the way? Can you see the way they did the cards? Can you guys see this part?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is how I'm going to showcase my properties. Do we get that? Good. So I'm going to go back to my design again and draw those boxes with a radius of how many this thing. Do we remember the radius I've been using?
13, sir.
13.
Thank you very much, sir. So I'm just going to draw boxes so that will initiate my what they call it. So these are my property boxes, right? This is where I'm going to write what my property is. So I'm going to color it white also and give it a shadow. Just, you see, I've not put any picture inside, Abby. Hope you guys know I've not put any picture. I just
Yes,
want to
sir.
create I just want to create the boxes as a placeholder until I get my pictures. I hope everybody understands that, Sha. Good. Now, so far, how do you think we are looking?
Coming out well so far.
Beautiful.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to duplicate this box. So I want to showcase 2 or 3 properties. So I'll just duplicate this box, drag it down. Abi? Now, I want the spacing between each this thing to be, say, now 23 is too small. Remember I told us about consistency. So that means that in between each property, I need to maintain the same consistency for all of them. So I'm just going to do this.
Are you abandoning the Tom and Jerry alignment?
Yeah, so the thing is that I can't use that space in between this one because that spacing is too much for each property. You know, these properties are one family. I spaced email and password because they are 2 different things. There's a difference between email and there's a difference between password. But in these properties now, are they not both properties that I want to sell?
Yeah.
So if I space them 2 apart, it will cause problem. Now you can see that I didn't use that space in between where would you like to live and search. Why is that? Because search and where would you like to live is the same category, even with the line, because they are all search. I'm trying to tell someone to search. Good. So now I've done the boxes for my properties. So I'm going to showcase one property here, one property here, and one property here. So I'm just going to give each property a name. Like I'll just write inside it. So I'll just say 3-bedroom. In who can give me a city near them?
Akuda.
Sangisha.
Sangisha.
Ojodu.
Sambisa Forest.
Bros.
Ikorodu. Ikorodu.
Bros, I'm scared of you. Sambisa Bao. Wow, please be safe. If you are really in Sambisa, please be safe. Now, for these ones now, since I've used where would you like to live as color black, all my properties, I'm going to color them in purple because that's what I'm actually selling. So the name of the property, this one, 3-bedroom in Shangisha, I'm going to name it, I'm going to put it in purple, right? Then the picture of the property comes underneath it. So let me look for a picture to use. Let me just Google house in Abuja or something and copy a picture quickly so that we can all understand what I'm doing. I just want to show us some of the things. Can you see what I mean by consistency? The way I've been copying things instead of creating new ones. Can we all see all what I've been doing, guys?
Yes, sir.
Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
So most
Yes,
of what you
sir.
are doing,
Yeah,
most of what
doing
you are
well.
doing is you are going to conform with your guide. From the beginning, you should have a guide. So that guide is going to guide you from the beginning to the end. So that way your app looks seamless. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
so that your app looks seamless. Maintain your identity. You don't go and imagine me now writing that 3-bedroom in Shankisha. Imagine me writing it in color blue. Does it make sense?
No, no.
After knowing that my colors are purple, yellow, black, and gray, and I want to come from breeze and start using color blue or color green, it no fit work. Do we get that? It no fit work. But I can use color green when people are making payment. Do you understand? Because green is associated with payment. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. I'm glad we all agree on that.
And red
So
for
I want
error. Can we use red for error too?
yes, absolutely. Now red can go for error. Yes. So I must see finances in Abuja. Oh. Try. It's well.
It is well, so.
It is well, though. It is very, very well. So I'm going to
This
use
life,
this
this life.
image. This one is in Metama. I'm going to download this picture to use as one of the properties. So from there, I'm sure a lot of you understand the rest. Once I do one property, then I duplicate it for the rest. Abi?
Sir, must pictures to be in SVG?
No, there's no picture in SVG, man. Pictures are in JPEG or in PNG. It's only icons that are in SVG.
So SVG doesn't mean that they can change the color and all.
SVG means it will allow you to change the color anyhow you want, sir. Do you
I
get
didn't hear
that?
that, sir. No, I didn't.
SVG for icons will allow you to change the color. But PNG and JPEG, you can't just change the color. You have to go and manipulate it in Photoshop and things like that. Hello guys. So can you see the screen now? So I want to put the picture of that property into this space. So I'm just going to drag and drop it into my design. Good. Remember to always use shift when you are resizing things. So remember to always use shift when you are resizing things. I'm going to crop
Sir, your laptop is going down. I think you need to plug it.
Yes, don't worry. I will ask them to on the lights now. They know I'm in class. That's why nobody came to disturb me. Sorry. But don't worry, our class ends by 4, so there's no problem. So now, I'm going to put this picture. I want it to enter into the rectangle. Can we all see it? There's a reason why I curved the rectangle, because I want the picture to enter into the rectangle. So I'm going to create a, what they call itself. I'm going to create a mask. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Guys, do we remember?
Yes, yes, sir.
Good, good. So can you guys see it now?
Yes, sir, we can see it.
Sorry, 1 second. So unfortunately, immediately I just remembered something. Immediately I created a clipping mask, like a mask, that stuff. The shadow disappeared. Did you notice that?
Yes, sir.
Did you notice that? So I don't want my shadow to disappear. So what do you think I would do? I would duplicate that particular box. So that means there's one at the back and there's one in the front. You know when you duplicate, there's one at the back, one at the front, Abi?
Yes, sir.
So I'm only going to use the mask on the duplicated copy, and I still have one at the back. I'm going to create, so if you know you want to use shadow on a rectangle and you still want to put something inside, duplicate that rectangle so that you can have 2 copies of it. then you create your mask using just one of it. So if I use it as mask, finish. You can see that my shadow is still there. So now I have a 2-3 bedroom in Shangisha, right? Now I'm going to write the price here, the heavenly price, 10 million naira. Nobody should hold me. I'm just joking. I'll make it. Let me make it 1 million.
Are you 50?
I'll just make it 1 million.
Abio.
50 million. No, now it's for rent. Okay, that's another thing we now do. Now we don't know whether it's for rent or whether it's for buy. So what I'm going to do is under each price, I can write for rent, I can write for purchase. Do we get that? That's a very good observation. Can you see that you are observant now? So I'm just going to draw a box to write that.
Sir, it seems like your screen
For
is
rent.
frozen now.
It's frozen again.
I think so. It is not from me.
Yeah, it's frozen. It's not moving at all.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing and share again. Sorry about that.
It's back now, sir.
Is it back now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who can guess what I want to use this box for? Who can guess?
Maybe rent.
Good. So I just want to use it to write for rent. I want to use it to write for rent. That's what I want to use it so that everybody knows what it is for. Because now here's the thing. It is not good to assume. See, I already assumed and someone brought it to my notice. So if your customer should bring something to your notice that this thing is wrong, it is now left to you to now change it. Do we get that? Good. So I'm just going to put it there. Good. Then make it smaller. Then I have my stuff ready. Okay, fantastic. So guys, what do you think now? I've not started selling
Nice.
house.
It's looking more like an app.
I've not started selling house. So that once someone click on it, then they will now display the 3-bedroom in Shangisha. And now we have already told people that it's 1 million and it is for what? For rent. So that is my app so far.
Hello, sir.
So another thing I can do is this. I can make this up bar. I can make it purple actually. That's something I can do. I just thought of that. So I can do this. Then make this white. Just to make it fine a little or something. I don't know. Just a thought in my head.
Hello, sir.
Maoga, yes. Is my screen frozen again?
Okay. No, at all, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I thought this picture would have filled the whole rectangle. I thought you wanted the rounded corner section. No. I don't know. Like I didn't know what you intended, but that was what I thought, sir.
Okay, so I didn't want it to fill up the whole rectangle. I just wanted to have a part of it so that the price can also show. Because I don't want to stress people for looking for the price. So I want them to see the house and see the price straight and know that it is for rent.
Hello, Mr. Toby.
Maoga.
Hello, sir.
Maoga, I'm with you.
I like your girl. So there seems to be an issue with the alignment, overall alignment, from the profile picture circle. In the profile picture circle to the image,
Yes.
it seems like some items are center aligned. Some like the alignment is not uniform everywhere.
Yes. So
The name, hi
you're
Raymond.
absolutely correct. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's because of that I Raymond, Abby. Hello.
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Okay, good. So one thing I can do to
The hi
balance
Raymond
out
and
that
the other part.
one
This
way I
other
can
one,
use
where
to
would you
balance
like to
out
leave?
this is this. So number one of the options I have is number one, I can put it in the middle, the I Raymond. Number two, I can still leave it where it is and drop an hamburger there. So sorry, let me check for something. Do you all know what an hamburger is?
No, I don't know, sir.
Okay, once I show you guys will see it.
Yes, I do.
This version. Okay. They don't like calling it menu here. Menu icon. Let me post this. That you people know what it is. Me, I just prefer to call it hamburger. I don't know why these people don't call it hamburger. So, do we know what this is? Guys, do we know what this is?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. This is something I can put on the right. So you can see where that profile picture stuff is. I can put an hamburger on the right. That way, it balances out a lot of things. So let me just download that. I think that should help us a bit. Let me download it first. Let me download it, then put it in. So thank you for your observation. Like I said, design in this kind of case is not, there's no right, there's no wrong. You every day you make it better. I hope you know that's why they keep releasing app updates. I hope you
Yeah.
all know that.
Yes, sir.
Good. Because every day they tend to realize what they are doing wrong or what people don't like. So now here's the thing. I'm doing the design based off my head. I don't know whether I'm doing right or I'm doing wrong. Do you understand? But over time, that is why you need people to help you do review, feedback. All of those things help you get better in your work so that you don't assume that everything is all right. Do we get that?
Yes, sir.
Do we understand that? I'm sure you guys have noticed that most of the mistakes I'm making is you people that help me to correct it. Good. Because I've not done my own research before this class. I just did my own research while we were in this class. As I'm working, I was doing my own research. I did not say you should go and do your own like that too. All right, good. So far so good. We have finished doing at least from wireframe to having an app that has at least a decent design. Even though we are not yet done, but at least we have something. Do we agree?
Yes, sir.
At least it's something.
Yep.
At least now we know that Raymond can go and buy a house in Shangisha. Even if you don't know anything, you will know that at least though, Raymond should be able to buy a house in Shangisha now.
He's
All right,
renting
guys.
his house.
Eh?
He's renting.
Okay, check out your house
I can't hear
tomorrow.
you. I'm hearing plenty things at the same time.
I said he's
I said we're going to check out the house tomorrow, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, you gotta check the house tomorrow. You're on your own. You're on your own. When they carry you, don't call me. Oh. I'll not pick.
Attendant has been
Hello,
posted.
sir. I have a question. Sir.
Okay, I'm with you, sir.
Yes,
I'm with you.
sir. Where you put a Raymond? Because Raymond is not the only client or the only prospect that will sign up into this app. So I was thinking, is it possible we do the same thing that these autoresponders do? They put a name with parentheses. Is it parentheses or what over it, so that whomever that registers, the person's name automatically comes up there. So it doesn't seem as if we're only doing it for only Raymond.
Oh, no. We are just showing a sample. Whoever registers with their email address or whoever signs up, they put their full name there. So once you put your full name, It is the app, the developer that will make your
Okay.
name come out. It
All
is
right.
not us. Do you understand? So automatically, when the person has already given you their full name, their name will come out.
Okay, sir.
All right, good. So, but up to this point, do you think we did good?
Perfect.
I mean, we
Yeah,
tried.
perfect, perfect.
So at least, even though it's not the best, but we are getting there. So basically, these are some of the things you do. You construct, you construct, you construct. That is what UI UX is. And you do a lot of research, right? You do a lot of research. You can see that I was in the research while we're inside the class. We're picking the colors. We ask for fonts. We're asking for location. Can you see some of those things are what you too will ask your own clients so that you know what to do inside your own projects? I hope that makes sense to us, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
sir.
It does.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, try. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. I need to confirm something from someone. Give me one moment, guys. I'm going.
Please fill your attendance. So
Hello, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
my network actually also disappeared. So I want to ask quickly our assignments. Okay, I want to ask quickly our assignments that Mrs. Grace gave us. Alpha.
He said that is okay, so we are still working on it. Can you hear me, sir?
Hello, guys. I said the assignment Mrs. Grace gave us. Alpha.
Okay, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay, he said that that one is due on Monday, so we are still working on it.
Okay, good. Someone is saying it's far. It should not be far. Please, it should not be far at all, at all, at all. Anyways, so quickly, I'm going to give you a very short.
We can't hear you, sir.
Can we hear me? I said alpha with the assignment. What's wrong?
Hello, sir. We lost you at some point, so we didn't get exactly you said.
Okay, I said what's wrong with the assignment? Is it going well? All the assignments that we're giving.
We are managing.
Please manage well.
It's not easy, but then we'll try and sort it out.
Okay, but I'm sure they've given us login and sign up assignments to do, Abby.
Yes.
Yeah, we've done that already.
Okay, fantastic. So the assignment I'm going to just give you is very, very simple. You know, after your login and sign up, you need to go somewhere, Abby. So that dashboard, you know, I gave you a dashboard design today. I did one today, Abby. Hope you know that.
Yes,
Okay, good. So you guys should also do a dashboard design. So a continuation of your login and sign up. And looking at my own consistency. So that means you are doing login, sign up, dashboard. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Now, all the things I mentioned in class today, go and correct them in your login and your sign up. So you are going to do a dashboard for the project that you did. You know, people did for different industries, different whatever. So make sure you do a proper dashboard that shows, you know, what will after the person log in or sign up, what will the person come to? Do you get that?
Yes, sir. No problem.
Good. So Mr. Micah is going to help me send the question to your group chat and they will pin it in your afternoon session group chat. So please, you have already done login and sign up. Finish the work. Where will the person go to after the login? Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. Hope no problem with that. At least I showed us how to do that one today. So first of all, correct your login and sign up. Correct all the lapses. I'm sure some of us have seen the lapses in our login and sign up. Correct it and finish the dashboard. That's all. Just the dashboard. Thank you very much.
And that's fine, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Peace.
Have a
We have
good day,
questions.
sir.
All right. Peace.
Enjoy the head of